Alrighty, so we're looking at the bill of housing, and I didn't realize it, but we've got these special bolts here, or not bolts, they're special hex heads where it's a 50 plus. I didn't realize it, so I started tearing apart into it with the regular T50 and just about stripped this one out right here. But went on to Amazon, and here's one particular bit, so you need that 50 IP. This is the stripped one. Look how tight this is. Now let me get you a regular T50, because you do not want to try that without a regular T50. I'm going to try to loosen this. We'll see if it works. But one thing they mentioned was heating up the bolts too. So that might be a better option. So here's a regular T50. Watch this. Look how much slop there is. Alright, please, please, for the love of all that's holy, do not, look at that. Alright, get you a T50 first, T50 IP, T50 plus, please do that. A couple different options. I went with these two just in case I broke one. So, that is the tip for today. Please do that. Need to get this off and clean. Just got a lot of oil spray and so forth. I'm just kind of curious if this will break it loose or if I'll have to get in there nice and square. I might have to stand on the here. Let's see. Might be easier to come from the outside here. Yeah, that might be better. And just try to don't move. There we go. Either it's gonna move or I'm gonna move. Ah, I feel it rotating. May not have to break the heat out after all. Oh, nice. Okay, well there you saw it, folks. Get you a 50 plus. That'll do the trick. Let's see if it'll take this persnickety one out. I think it was alright. Broke loose anyways. Yeah. Uh-oh. I think it's spun in there. No. Well, that's gonna be fun. Now we gotta figure out how to get that sucker out. Really? Okay, well, we got two to... Always something to slow down progress. Alright. Make sure that one's all the way in. That one actually moved. Alright, so I guess 2 isn't bad, but still, I don't know why I had to do that. Why did I have to do that? Why? Tell me why. One was bad enough, but 2? Are you kidding me? See, I don't think there's anything left on this, but we're going to give it a try. But these were only about, I don't know, $5 a piece or something like that. Something in that range. It wasn't bad. No. Alright. Guess what we could do is see if we can smash in an Allen head. That one I don't like, and just tap it in there. Of course, you could probably if you're into it, I don't have a welder, but you could probably just weld something. Do the same thing. So that's where we'll pause it for now until I can get those two cut out or whatever. So hang in there. Alright, hey everybody, remember my build housing bolt woes? Well, we finally got them out, and it took a lot less time than I thought. Typed it into Google, and LS1 forums came up with a good idea. And it is hard to notch these areas. This one I got a little deep into, but you know, take a small grinding wheel, either on a Dremel or a 4-inch, well, no, more like a 2.5, 3-inch. 2-inch preferably, just to get in these crevices. But anyways, notch a I didn't have to use heat this time either. I was going to if I had to, but I ended up not needing to use the heat. But anywho, yeah, notch it with your cutter, and then take a hammer and a chisel, and maybe even think about aiming it at a good angle, which kind of helps. This one was a little bit tougher. It had to come in at a couple different angles to knock it out, but I was surprised that really did do the trick. I say it took about maybe about 10 minutes completely per bolt, but you were able to hammer it out of place, which is really good. So that's worst case scenario. First thing to do, make sure you get the T50 plus bit, and then you may want to use heat to go ahead and warm up these bolts so they'll come out. And third, make sure your T50 plus bit is flat in those sockets. And fourth, maybe I just used a 20-inch breaker bar with an extension. Maybe forego the impact putting it in. That's my recommendation, or pulling them out, I'm sorry. So maybe putting it in too. I probably won't use impact going in. So I did find this a common metric thread. So I've got two bolts. They're a little bit longer, but I'm going to run, and they're like a 15 millimeter. So I'm going to run those two in, and be done with that. Lubing up real well. I probably could go to Ace, but I'd rather not. We'll see if I make a good decision. But I will probably put these two. Let's see. Might put them up here, where the load bearing's not quite as much, perhaps. Either up there or here. So we'll see what we do. All right, thanks for watching. We'll come back later with more news. Goodbye. Alrighty, everybody. So we've got the transmission bell housing nice and clean compared to what it did look like. The whole bottom and actually the above, which is caked with oil and grime, and it looks mucho better. It took some work too, so. But as you saw, we got the two bad bolts out. We had one here, one here. I put the two bolts that came with my flywheel piece. I put those in here. I've got some other threaded bolts we can use for that later, some spacers, whatnot, or I can just buy bolts at another time. So we got our thread locker on here. Checked around. I saw 35 foot-pounds for these bolts. So let's go ahead and give them 20 all around here and see what it'll take. We'll get our bit in here nice and flat. Okay, there's 20. So it won't take a lot to get these where they need to be. And the thread locker should do the trick. So, and Lord willing, we won't have to get back in here. Alright, so do the 17s here. This is at 20. Thankfully, there's people that just sell the whole new belt, or bolt kits, ICT belt and so forth. So, depending on what your time span is, that might just be a better option. Alright. Am I going the right way? Yeah. I'm going the right way, right? Right. Mine. Just got a little confused there. A little disoriented. Probably working a little bit too long. Just want to get this done tonight, and then I'm going to go up underneath and just clean up some wires, get some stuff straightened out. Alright. Feels pretty good. Alright, so that's 35 for those. Remember, key is in there flat. I basically had these apparently. That's good. Flat. Alright, there we have it. Torque down, ready, hoping to put it in tomorrow. We'll see. I just want to kind of have this done so we could, basically have it ready to pull out, roll out, and go from there. So, bell housing's on there. I chose to put the extra, and it looks like a good decision. I put the new bolts up here. Probably put a little anti-seize on the back of them so they don't get rusty crusty, but like I said, hoping not to have to deal with that. I already checked my hoses and it looks like we're good here. Not a fitment issue as far as I can tell. So I think we're good to go. We've got the chrome pan there from Trans Depot with the, I think it's a standard truck depth. I don't think it's any deeper. But we got, I think it's got a drain plug as well. Let's see. We got a new throttle. Got a new neutral safety switch. Let me go put these back because I accidentally broke the other one. But it was probably time anyways. Felt like I broke it, but I did. I'm glad I only needed the one T50 plus bit, but I hadn't bought the two just in case. So, all right, yeah. So nice chrome pan, pretty cool. Got the drain plug back here, so pretty snazzy. Seems a little thin, so we better be careful with it. So, but anywho, there we go. That portion's done. Got the torque converter back there, so fill that up with a quart of I don't know, transmission fluid. Is that what we should do it with? And we'll go from there. So working there slowly. All right, chat at you later.